Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over some knee-jerk reactions for Game Week 6. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, how did you get on in Game Week 5, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, an absolute disaster of a game week. Not just for me though, a lot of people are in the same boat. I'm currently on 32 points. I do have Kabore coming off the bench for 34 points, and I do still have Turner to play. But I don't even know if Turner's going to play tonight, to be fair. He's just had a baby. The other goalkeeper we've signed might even be the #1 choice now anyway. So, if Turner doesn't play, then I've just got another 2 points coming off the bench with Onana, which, to be fair, from his last 2 weeks, is actually a massive step in the right direction. But yeah, currently on 34 points, potential 2 more off the bench or Turner will play. I don't even know if we're going to keep a clean sheet tonight as a Forest fan. I'd like to think we're going to. And if we do actually beat them, Burnley, and we win like 2-0 at least, then we go up to like 7th, which is, you know, the air's getting kind of thin up at how high we're getting up in the table. But yeah, Turner obviously still to play. Estepinian didn't play, which is why Kabore is coming off the bench. Saliba getting 6 points, really nice. Chilwell being benched, coming off the bench, then getting a yellow card, so it didn't even matter. To be fair, it's probably better that happened because a lot of people had like Botman points and stuff like that. So from my selfish point of view, it's good that a lot of people didn't get like a benched player coming off. And then Mbeumo getting 2 points, Ødegaard getting 3. Definitely should have scored last night though. He did miss a couple of big chances. And if those both went in, then my game week would have been absolutely saved. Saka getting 6 points, Maddison picking up a yellow card, Bruno Fernandes picking up a yellow card, Jackson picking up a yellow card, and then Haaland getting 12 points. I mean, if you didn't captain Haaland this week, you got away with murder, honestly. Like, he missed 5 massive chances. Like, he could have easily got, like, 2 hat-tricks. It was actually that crazy. So, him only finishing on 6 points is, like mind-boggling to see how many chances that he got. On another day, he gets like 4 or 5 goals in that game, and if you went like Son or Maddison, then yeah, you're not loving life. But yeah, it's been an awful game week. These do happen. It's just no returns. Like, literally, it's not even like my team was shaped up badly or anything like that. I literally just got no returns. Like, everything that could have gone wrong kind of did go wrong. I mean, I feel like now with my Chelsea players, I own 2 of them, and they both need to go. Like, Jackson has picked up 1 point every single game week, barring the week where he scored, and he's missing huge chances. I just think he's nowhere near good enough. Like, I don't know what's happened. Like, preseason he was really good, and now he's just kind of dropped off. I don't know if it's the Chelsea effect or whatnot, but yeah, he has to go out of my team. And then Chilwell, now he's potentially getting benched and stuff. I don't think I really need him either. Like, my idea this week was to get rid of Ødegaard and Saliba and bring in like a Newcastle defender like Trippier, and also bring in Rashford as well potentially. But after seeing United again, I mean, Rashford was actually a massive spark in that team. A little bit greedy, nearly picked up the assist. Obviously, the goal that was ruled out for the United striker when it like went off the pitch or something. I've not really seen too much about it, but there's been a little bit of a debate about it. And yeah, Fernandes as well. Like, I mean, it's one of those, like, I feel like now I'm more edging towards Jackson and Chilwell out. Obviously, a lot of people want to make transfers as quick as possible this week with the price changes and stuff like that. But of course, we do have European fixtures this week, and a lot of the big players that people are thinking of bringing in this week are going to be playing midweek. So it's definitely one of those weeks, unless you're obviously on a wild card, which again, I might even be wildcarding this week. Like, my team is a bit of a shambles. Like, I need to get rid of Onana, I need to get rid of Baldock, Kabore, Chilwell, Saliba, Ødegaard, probably, well, Jackson as well. So that's like 6 or 7 players that I need to get rid of. So it's definitely wildcardable 100%. People are in a little bit worse position than me, but like, my bench is terrible, and yeah, I've just got players that I just don't want in my squad. So I potentially could wildcard this week. I need to kind of mull it over and see what happens in Europe and stuff. Like, if I get an injury in Europe, then I'll probably definitely wildcard, because it's just, I mean, I've got 2 free transfers, which is never a good time to wildcard, but you know, my team's just, it's not great. It's on the rocks. So yeah, that's how my game week 5 went. Obviously, not over yet. If Turner can pull out a masterclass tonight, save a penalty and all that, then we're loving life. But yeah, very unlikely. So that's my game week 5 team. Moving on to the most transferred in players so far for game week 6. And Alvarez at the top of the list. I mean, Pep literally made comments saying that he's almost undroppable. So you've basically got I don't even know how much he is right now. He's 6.8, probably going to be 6.9, maybe even 7 by the time I bring him in. That is let's just say 7 mil, worst case scenario. 7 mil City asset who's got Forest at home next, who I think they beat us like 5-0 at home last season. and he's on like set pieces as well. Like he's taking corners, he's taking free kicks, and he's in incredible form. And he's just ticking over every single game. And like, if you can get a City player in for that, you'd be silly not to have, especially when there's a Nicholas Jackson for like 7.1, 7.2, who's getting 1 point every. Like the swing between Alvarez and Jackson is like, it's like 15, 16 points. It might be more than that actually. It's ridiculous. Like, Alvarez is definitely coming into my team this week, unless there's like something that happens midweek. But yeah, I can't see a world where I don't get rid of him for Jackson this week. I mean, Villa at home as well. That's a tough fixture for Chelsea. I mean, they couldn't even beat us, so I think Villa's probably going to beat them as well, actually. But yeah, Alvarez with nearly 300,000 people bringing him in. Ward-Prowse with 112,000 people bringing him in. Again, yeah, just a decent option for West Ham. I mean, he's on like obviously a lot of set pieces and stuff like that. He's just having a really good season so far at West Ham. He's actually not blanked yet since he's been at West Ham this season. And I mean, they've got Liverpool away and Newcastle at home in the next 3. I don't think it's worth it. It's the same as like Bowen. Like, Bowen's a good asset, but I mean, if you are on like a game week 9 or 10 wildcard or whatever, then, you know, West Ham players are around here is when you want to bring them in. Like, this is probably when I'll be looking at Ward-Prowse or Bowen or something like that, but he's only 6.1. He does take up a midfield spot, which is a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, if he keeps ticking over, that's what you want. It's like a Jesse Lingard West Ham situation again. And Mbumo also being brought in by nearly 100,000 managers. Completely understandable. He's got some nice fixtures coming up. Everton at home and Forest away, and United away, to be fair. All very good fixtures for him, then Burnley at home. So yeah, Mbumo's not going anywhere near out of my team anytime soon. Again, still on penalties. I didn't really see the Newcastle highlights or anything. I didn't see if he was close to scoring, but yeah, definitely going to be my team still. And then Salah, also a player that has not blanked yet. I mean, his first 3 games only got like 1 assist, but he's not blanked. Like, fair play to him. Like, he's a lot of money, 12.5 mil, probably going to be 12.6 if people keep bringing him in. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's more going to be like Spurs away than Brighton away. I feel like that's too kind of. I don't really want to be bringing in a 12.5 mil player and then having those 2 fixtures. I'd much rather have him for Everton at home, Forest home, Luton away, Brentford. And he always seems to do something against City as well. So yeah, I think this run of fixtures here is probably when I'd be targeting him. He's just a lot of money, so you have to obviously take hits elsewhere in your team. And then Botman also being brought in. I mean, yeah, with the fixtures they've got coming up, it could be either Botman or Trippier I bring in for Chilwell this week as well. I think my transfer, if I don't wildcard, is going to be Jackson and Chilwell out for either Botman or Trippier and Alvarez. And I think my midfield is just going to have to stay the way it is. Like, I did kind of want Rashford for Burnley away, but I don't know. I feel like it's not a transfer I have to make. Whereas Jackson, like, I know once I get rid of him, he's going to score a hat-trick. It just is peak FPL, but at the same time, like, I just don't want him in my team. He's been annoying to have. And I haven't had him since game week 1. I think I've had him, like, the last 3 game weeks. So for me, he's got, like, 9 points from 3 games, which is kind of terrible, but it is what it is. So those are the most brought-in players so far for game week 6. Moving on to the most transferred out players. And there he is, the main man being taken out by over 130,000 managers. Like, Chelsea still have okay fixtures coming up. Like, Villa at home is obviously tough. And then Fulham away and Burnley away. Like, they're not awful fixtures. And, you know, if Chilwell... Like, because I think we're going to get, like, probably going to get team leaks for City as well at the weekend. So that's even better. Because if Alvarez is starting, like, it twists your arm even more to bring him in. But yeah, I mean, if you've got, like, 3 Chelsea players, it's not like you have to get rid of all of them. Like, if you've got Sterling and stuff, like, Sterling was really unlucky at the weekend. He hit the post. I know Jackson hit the post as well, but... Sterling definitely could have got like a goal and assist from that game, but obviously it just didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, going into game week 9 onwards, you don't want any Chelsea players anywhere near your squad. Like, I don't know, if Chelsea don't pick up some points from like these fixtures, mate, I don't even know. Like, it could be a long season again for Chelsea fans. I don't know what's going on there, but either way, Isak also being transferred out by a lot of players. Didn't even get on the pitch, which is a bit mad because, like, if you are bringing in like a Newcastle striker being Wilson or Isak, you kind of need to get it right, because with these fixtures coming up, you need to pick the right one. And, you know, Wilson keeps scoring. I feel like Wilson might... I don't know if he's going to be in the starting 11 all the time now, but it's going to be interesting. But I think it's such a rotation kind of worry. I think I would just stick to defence at the moment, even though if you do get the Newcastle attack right, you could be in for a lot of points. And then Chilwell, 90,000 managers also getting rid of him is what it is. Like, if he's going to get benched, you're not going to keep him in your team. And then March as well, apparently picking up an injury or something, muscle injury, 75% chance of playing. Again, we'll just have to wait for the manager comments and stuff. If he is out, then fair play. Like, there are other decent options around that price point that you can bring in. And then as well as that, Rashford also being brought out by a lot. If he does like keep going down in price, then fair play. Like I wouldn't mind that, because then when I do eventually bring him back in, if I wildcard this week, I will bring him in. And if he for whatever reason does go down to 8.8, then I'll be very happy about that, because I would have sold him for 9. And then he blanked this week, and then if he goes down to 8.8, I'm basically bringing him back in for 0.2 cheaper on a wild card for free. So that would be really, really beneficial. So hopefully he does go down again, and then I think if he goes down, it might push me more into a wild card as well. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, those are the most transferred in and out players for game week 6 so far. Of course, don't make any transfers this week unless you're on a wild card, because we do have a lot of European fixtures happening. And if everyone is bringing in Alvarez and he goes and gets injured midweek, you've only got yourself to blame, because obviously the price rise and stuff, like money isn't a massive asset this season, like as much as it was last season, when there was like all these massive premium differentials. Not necessarily differentials, but like Kane obviously isn't in this year, and a lot of people would have been on him. It's one of those, like, there's enough money to kind of go around with the prices. But anyway, that's everything for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and until next time, peace.